Good morning, welcome back. As you can see by the title, we're going to kind of do a new series here, see how it goes. Mailbag Monday. We talked about recently that I had acquired a lot of hero cards in a trade that I had online. So I'm going to go through these about 20 or so at a time. I figure that will be a good start to showing you what we have, what we picked up. And these are going to be so random. There is no rhyme, reason, or, anything to how I'm going to pull these out of the box. I'm just reaching in the box, pulling out a few at a time, and seeing what we come up with. So we're going to start off with a new one from 2023. 3-Chi Racing of Kyle Busch. A nice looking card there. Then next we have, going back to about the year 99 or 2001, Dave Blaney, when he raced for Bill Davis Racing, first year of the Dodge, or the return of the Dodge Motorsports to the Cup Series. Of course, Dodge had a lot of cars under their banner at the time. They had 2 Evernham cars, 2 Bill Davis cars. I believe they had 3 cars at Petty, 2 cars at Ganassi. So they were all over the place. Up next, this one is, let's see here, looks like it's maybe from 1997, best I can tell. Busch Series driver, now a spotter, Stevie Reeves. Of course, Stevie is kind of a local driver here. So he's from hometown Indianapolis. Raced a lot of sprint cars back in the day. Was a Busch Series driver for quite a while. Then up next, from, is this about 2000? Give or take, maybe 2000, no, it's 98, I'm sorry, I see the sticker on it now. Right there, the 98 Jack Sprague, when he was driving for Hendrick in the Truck Series. Like I say, these are very random hero cards, very all over the board. This next one is from, looks like 1991. And it looks like Schrader started to sign it to somebody, and then it just got kind of lost in the shuffle. But there's some information about the Kodiak team for 1991. Then we're going to go back to the present a little bit here with Chase Elliott. Not exactly sure what year this is from, but it's probably one of the last 2 years, as the number is moved forward there. Back to the Busch Series, about 1997, we got Tim Fedewa, who is now a spotter for Stewart-Haas Racing, but he was a driver for Base Motorsports. Got a couple wins there. And there you see the facsimile signature. Always like how he signed his A as kind of a little star. And then we'll go back to 2007. Like I said, these are all over the board. This is going to be about 2007, 2008, thereabouts. David Rudiman with UPS Racing, 2008. Of course, he replaced Dale Jarrett, who retired out of this car after 5 races that season. Jarrett ran the whole season in 07, then retired. We have a 2007 National Tire and Battery of Kyle Petty. You see Kyle and Richard hanging out there. Very cool. Then we have one championship, Jeff Gordon. Of course, very early in his career. You can tell by the haircut. But also, this is going to be pre-1996. Let's see what if it has the years on there. I don't see anything that shows what year. 194. So this is going to be 95. So this would have been the year he won the championship. But Valvoline, 1995 was the last year Valvoline was on the car. And I'm trying to look at Jeff's uniform. I don't see Coca-Cola or Pepsi branding on him at all. But he did have Coca-Cola for a couple of years there. I'm going to go back to 1995. Again, Robert Presley replaced Harry Gant as the Skull Bandit racing driver. 1996, they went back to the more traditional Skull Bandit paint job. I did not care for this one. Now this is like 2005 or 6 or there, but 2010. Always get my years mixed up at that time. Ryan Newman driving for Stuart Haas with the Tornadoes. They were like a snack. There you go. You could get them like at gas stations pre-cooked, or you could buy them in the frozen food section of your store. They weren't too bad. I've had a few of them here or there. I know this is from '94 because I always liked this paint scheme. Joe Nemechek, when he drove for Larry Hedrick. I like how they have the muffler there. I don't have kind things to say about the Meineke store in our town, but that's a rant for another day. This is going to be 1996. So this is the WCW car that ran in the Busch Series. It started the year with Steve Grissom driving. Of course, they won at Daytona. And there you see the Busch Series schedule for that year. And then Diamond Ridge Racing has a bunch of... This would be something cool to get a lot of some of the wrestlers of that era to sign. This is a nice one. I believe this is from 2000, best I can tell. Yeah, 2000 season. A very young Kurt Busch with the Exide Batteries truck team. We have a more recent one here with Chris Buescher, Roush Fenway Racing. Now, of course, Roush Fenway Keselowski. Another one from 1995, not part of the Monkees, but did drive the Jasper car for a while, Davy Jones. Of course, Davy did run in some IndyCar and road racing and several other series. Next up, this is from probably about 96, 97. Mike Bliss with crew chief Barry Dodson. Part of the Ultra Team ASE Racing with Jim Smith, who was one of the owners. And there you see some of the crew folks. We'll just kind of give them a little love. Jimmy Smith. I believe that's obviously the son of the owner, Jim Smith. And then there's Barry Dodson, Brad Dodson. Wow, Joe Milliken was on that team. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. Joe Milliken was a competitor in the 1979 Rookie of the Year battle. Of course, Dale Earnhardt won the Rookie of the Year battle in '79, but Joe Milliken actually finished higher in the point standings that season. We have one from, this looks like about 1990, it says 1992, Butch Miller, when he drove for Charlie Henderson's team in the Busch Series, full-time. This looks like, you know, legitimate postcard here. There's a little bit of information. And of course, that team still runs part-time in the trucks with Parker Kligerman driving. And we're going to wrap up with a relatively new one in the truck series, Spencer Boyd. This one's a little flimsier, but there's the Young's Motorsports and Spencer Boyd's information. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is what we're probably going to start doing on Monday so I can start getting through this lot. Hope you enjoy it. Got a lot to look forward to here. I've kind of thumbed through these, and there's a lot of really cool ones, and some that we've already seen on the channel, but, you know, be that as it may, it's always nice to have duplicates, be able to trade with some folks or whatever. So thanks again for watching. Make sure you come back for noon, as Fast Packs takes off weekends, but we are back today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at noon.